Hello everybody, this is Cyrus coming at you again tonight. Still here in Jakarta, Indonesia. Thanks for watching my latest silly video. So as you know, I'm revisiting Jakarta, still here for a couple more weeks because it's one of my favorite cities in Southeast Asia. I'm sure I'll be back again after I leave. This place is becoming kind of like my home base when I'm in Asia because the people are great, the food is great. I don't know, it just kind of speaks to me. So tonight I want to talk about SOTO, which is one of the local foods that people eat out here. Many people eat it as street food, basically coming out of a big crock pot people cook it in. Sometimes it comes in restaurants. So I prefer not eating the street food of just about any variety out here or anywhere. Now a lot of people think that's ridiculous because street food is so great. But I've just had too many experiences of getting food poisoning eating street food. And if I can find like a popular restaurant, locals are eating at, the food is good, that is my choice recommendation typically. So I just bought this SOTO using Grab Eats. And Grab Eats is basically the same as Uber Eats, except Grab is kind of the, how do we say it, the East Asian version of Uber. And you can get taxis as well as motorbike taxis that cost like nothing. And ordering this SOTO to my apartment, delivery fee, food plus rice plus tip, it came out to a little over $2. So you can't beat that. So let's look at the SOTO. So I have the SOTO, oh by the way, with some Pucuk Harum iced tea, which by the way is the favorite tea of DJ Randy Williams of San Diego. Anytime I see Pucuk Harum tea, I will think of Randy Williams. I do hope you fulfill your goal of somehow importing large amounts of this tea back to the United States. And heck, I think it would be a big success because this stuff, let me tell you something. No offense to my home country of Arizona, but it's a hell of a lot better than Arizona iced tea. Like the Indonesians are coffee masters and they're iced tea masters. We'll just leave it at that. So now we look at the SOTO. So this basically looks like a chicken soup. And you have vegetables, you have chicken, you have all this broth. And you also have like this linguine pasta, or not linguine, rather like angel hair pasta. Which is very interesting because there's a lot of angel hair pasta and linguine and food that seems Italian in nature in Indonesia. I'm not so sure what the roots of that is because Indonesia was colonized by the Dutch. You do find Dutch influence all around Jakarta, including even Dutch-style colonial buildings, although you won't find so many actual Dutch people. They left the country a long time ago. In fact, Jakarta is fairly scarce with expats, or basically white people like me. Which is interesting because it's such a fun city. So I'm not so sure where like the angel hair pasta comes from, like in the history of the food out here. It'd be fun to look into that. So SOTO looks like soup, tastes like soup, but if you ask locals, they'll tell you it's not soup. And the reason is because this broth is actually very thick. It's cooked with a lot of fat, and it's a little bit more like the stuff that's the bottom of the pan after you've cooked like a turkey. It's like all the drippings and fat and stuff like that from, say, a chicken. Now this looks a lot more soup-like than other SOTO dishes I've had. Sometimes SOTO, you can tell that it's, the juice is very thick. You're not really supposed to just like guzzle it down like soup. Rather, what you're usually supposed to do is you get some rice, and then you literally just pour the juice onto the rice, and then you eat the rice this way, and then it makes the rice flavorful, which works. This SOTO is less necessary to eat it with rice because it has all this linguine pasta, and it tastes a little bit more chicken soupish. But frankly, it tastes better than chicken soup. So it's very flavorful. Really cool kind of Indonesian thing to eat. Like you won't see this kind of stuff in other parts of Southeast Asia. And yeah, so that's popular. I guess one last thing to show is that if you buy SOTO, it'll usually come with this hot chili sauce. This has a name that I forgot My friend out here, Amelia, was telling me the name of this, and then it escaped my brain. But it's one of those types of sauces you add a little bit, and then it becomes super hot. And I'm trying to cut down on the old acid reflux, so I don't know if I'm going to eat that or not. So there you have it. That is SOTO in Indonesia. Definitely check it out if you're in Indonesia. Flavorful, cheap, kind of thing that keeps me coming back to this country. And I'll see you all on the next video.